Hello everyone. This is a bit of a different video to my usual content. I just kind of wanted to film what is, I think, the last kind of 10 minutes of The Simpsons Tapped Out. So I'm a massive fan of The Simpsons, and if you're not aware, this was a game, it was a town building game. It came out, I think, in 2012, or at least I started playing it in 2012, and it kind of has every location, every character, every event from The Simpsons has been added to this game over these years. It's been going for a good 13 odd years, and they have announced that it is going to close. And this is actually the final day, the final 10 minutes, actually, if the countdown in the game is accurate. So I just wanted to have one final look at my Springfield. I've taken all my screenshots. I've got all of everything is saved, so I'm not going to lose the picture of my final town. But I just wanted to have one kind of final look at the game. And this might not be a very popular video at first, but I feel like anyone that has a bit of nostalgia for this game and maybe wants to remember it, can kind of come back and watch this and just kind of remember what it was like. So this is probably the final login, which is it feels weird. It always felt like this game was going to last forever. Here we go. I will also say that this is an iPad Air 2, so there is going to be some lag here because it's pretty much the only thing on this iPad because it's quite old. But this was Springfield. So we've got the Simpsons house. I've got a few characters actually on task by the look of it, so I can finish those up. But I mean, when you've been playing it for this long, Springfield is just huge. This is Homer jumping the gorge. That's hilarious. So this is a complete town. This is level 939, and this is pretty much everything in the game is here. Every character, every skin. And I didn't really pay that much because it got to the point where you played the game long enough, you pretty much got all of the premium stuff just by grinding away and tapping at it. And I found this game really good for mental health, just kind of like for routine. Just play it for a few minutes each day, and just see what your town's doing. And as a fan of The Simpsons, there's so many Easter eggs here. Springfield Elementary. Got a huge monorail system as well. Obviously, one of the most iconic episodes of The Simpsons that goes all the way around the town that you can connect up. That was one of the best events they ever did. That's Praise Land from that episode of The Simpsons. You can destroy the Quickie Mart with like that tank thing. I think that's what's happened there. Sorry, Apu. I might leave it like that. There you go. The game is being destroyed. So is Quickie Mart. The material in this video is not going to be very good. I'm literally making this up on the fly because we've got about 8 minutes left before this game gets, like, the servers get switched off. Escalated to nowhere. And you also got all the Treehouse of Horror stuff as well. So there's the giant pumpkin. And then 2 whole theme parks worth of stuff. So there was Itchy and Scratchy Land. So this had all the rides, all the violent rides, all the Itchy and Scratchy stuff. And then there was also Krusty Land, which I've conveniently put down here, I believe. Zoom out a little bit. Springfield Airport, of course, that was a big update as well. And then, yeah, so you've got Krusty Land as well. This used to be like a separate bit of the game, and then they kind of just put it all into one before the end.
Sober for 1 minute of medical school. Oh, my thing! Bye, everybody! Wait, yes, you know I got pitched.
Fat Tony and all of his mob. There was the Office of Unemployment. That was really useful because you click on there and you'd literally be able to send all of your characters on tasks at once. And I'm just seeing if it's going to give me a total of how many characters are currently walking around the town. Trust me to have clicked on the one thing that, there we go. Yeah, 637 characters, and I think I actually have more than that because there's a few that are still to be ticked. But yeah, so I'd say about 700 characters in the game, which is insane. But The Simpsons has that many characters in. It is weird, but they do. So it was a great choice of a show to do this kind of game for, I think.
When I grow up, I want to be a principal or a caterpillar. I'm a fire engine.
Is this about Letty? If I spend enough time at Moe's,
They'll also do this whole like Western Springfield bit. So you kind of oh, right to the end. Look, little glitch there. Fix that. There you go. There's kind of Western Springfield up here, so we've kind of got all this cowboy stuff, this Wild West, Camp Krusty, and then they also went a little bit further and they did kind of like this desert update. It was like the last expansion they did, and you could build all this desert stuff.
don't make me get a restraining order. That's how we do it.
It's the centre of town. It's Town Hall. Moe's, King Toots, Lard Lad, police stations. It's kind of like I put most of the main buildings in the centre here, and it's right near the Simpsons house from the beginning, which is here next to Lake Springfield, and the pig crap silo from the movie. Literally everything that the Simpsons have ever done is in this game. I can see kind of why they had to end it eventually, because they just covered everything.
I like to hold my gun sideways. It looks so cool. Damn, I'm good. We'd have more fun if our motto were, I gotta run, I'm late for Pilates.
Truckosaurus.
Stop that!
This was also Springfield Heights, so all of the kind of rich people, the expensive stuff. We've got Artie Ziff's mansion, loads of mansions up here. Mr. Burns' mansion as well, and separate one for his hounds. That was one of the first major expansions they did with the game, along with the Squid Port. This was just so fun, man. Like, it's not like an action game, or, you know, it's literally just one of those idle games that you can just play for a few minutes each day, tap on the characters, send them somewhere, build a new building, kind of design it. This is the Stonecutter Lodge. That was definitely one of the best updates they did, adding all the Stonecutter stuff, and then you got Stonecutter outfits for like everyone in Springfield at the time. It was really cool. And then down by the sea, so there was this casino update, which was great because you could actually play casino games, which was really, really cool. But then this is the Squid Port, which is, it's in a few episodes of The Simpsons actually, but there's all these buildings out on the water, which was great.
Billowing backpacks. Where did my lawyer come? Maybe I'll fly to China and get some takeout.
All the Sideshow Bob family members are in the game as well. That was a really good update. I mean, a lot of the updates were really good, but towards the end they were all quite similar, but whereas at the beginning they could have a lot of fun with them. That's all the characters. So everyone is now off task. Shall we send someone on a final task? Try and find someone good. Oh, there's Homer. But he's conveniently standing behind that. Alright, let's send someone to bounce. Okay, Jimbo Jones is going to go bounce on the bouncy castle. And let's send Homer on a final task. Let's get him to surf the net.
Better than my normal job.
I reckon he's going to get an iPad out and it'll look like he's playing Tapped Out. Right at the end, there's Springfield Power Plant, polluting the lake behind it. It was just so good. There might even be time. A couple of minutes left. So there's a clock in the game, so you can build stuff here. And they added all the other stuff to the game at the very end, so you can get anything you missed. It says 1 minute left. So I'm gonna ride the monorail, and we'll see how far around the monorail we get. I wonder if the game will just shut off. So yeah, it is sad, but also they had, like, the game was complete, like they'd done everything. So I don't think anyone would have thought it went on forever. So it's just nice to kind of reminisce and go back and see what the town looked like. There was also a Dungeons and Dragons update that just went past there. A lot of spooky castles. There's the borders to Canada. Though to be fair, you get Paris, you get the UK. Like they kind of put in stuff from every country. It's not just Springfield. Springfield is very all encompassing in this game. You've got all these different monorail stations for all the different areas of the town. And you can have multiple monorails going around your Springfield, but I hooked them all up into one massive one. So this will show most of the town if the game lets us get there. So officially the game has now ended, but it's still running. So maybe we'll get to complete the circuit. And I know I could have like screen recorded this or screen shared this, but I thought it would be nice just to kind of see the game on an iPad screen, traditionally just being tapped. I mean, this is an iPad 2, so oh, there was Homer surfing the net. He actually it was actually on a tennis net. That's very good. Lots of futuristic buildings were in this as well. They did lots of updates that were like non-canon stuff, like future President Lisa and alternative realities. Into the Simpsons verse they did once, and they did some superhero updates, kind of Marvel themed stuff. So all of the extra items have now run out time limit wise, but the game is still running. I've already heard of some countries not being able to access it, but here in the UK we're still going. Now going past Lardland. There you go. I think we literally just saw on camera the end of Tapped Out. And there you have it. The Simpsons Tapped Out. It was brilliant. It was so much fun. And it was great to just play for a few minutes each day. And it's got so much Simpsons content in it. And it was nice to have one kind of final ride of the monorail there to see everything. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. As I say, I usually do Marvel stuff. This isn't usually a Simpsons page, but I feel like someone had to document it, and I'm sure I'm not alone, but it's nice to come back and just see the game and what it was like, and see what EA brings out next, see if they've still got the Simpsons license. Perhaps they'll make a different game. Maybe it'll be Hit and Run 2. That'd be awesome. But yeah, Simpsons Tapped Out, officially documented on camera. The game is now over.